Hi everyone, my name is Rajdeep and you are watching Fun with Mathematics. So this is our first video in which we will be doing a very easy chapter, area and perimeter. So before we start our chapter, you need to know some important facts regarding this topic. Area and perimeter is a very easy chapter. The wrong thing what we do that we just mug up the formulas along with the types of the sums, and as a result what happens? In exam, if the sum comes in a different way or in a twisted form, we get confused. So for this, first what we have to do, we have to stop mugging up. Try to understand and clear the conception, because math is all about logic. So what do you mean by area? The area of a figure is the number of square units that cover the surface of the closed figure. For example, we have chosen a rectangular figure. So in a very easy term, we can say that how many number of square units or how much space available in the figure, inside the figure, that is the area of the closed figure. Next, what do you mean by perimeter? The perimeter of a figure is the distance all the way around the figure. Here also we have chosen a rectangular figure as an example. So without knowing the formula, if we have to find the perimeter of a closed figure, then in what way we can find? We have to just make the sum of the sides. That is, the perimeter is nothing but the sum of the sides of the closed figures. That is, if we add the sums, if we add the sides, 5 centimeter, 5 plus 9 plus 5 plus 9, that will be the perimeter of the rectangular figure. So just to recap, what do you mean by area? Area is the amount of space an object takes up. And what do you mean by perimeter? Perimeter is the distance around an object. Today is the first part of area and perimeter, and we will be doing some basic sums. We will be starting with some easy sums today, and before we start our sums, we need to know the formula first, right? Because without the formula we cannot do the sums. So here the formula is written in the form of a chart, and you can easily note it down in your copy, that the square of the formula we'll be discussing about the square, rectangle, triangle and circle. The area is of a square is side square, that is S equals to the side, which represents the sides, and the perimeter is 4 into side, right? And the formula of the area of the rectangle is length into breadth. Breadth means the width. Width and the breadth and basically are same. So length into breadth is the area, and the perimeter is 2 into length plus breadth. Again, triangle, the area of the triangle is half into base into height, where b equals to base and h equals to height. And what is the formula of perimeter of triangle, which I have already told you earlier, that the summation of the sides is the perimeter of a triangle, right? And in case of circle, it is quite it is somehow different, because there is a conception of pi. The value of pi is 22/7. We will be discussing about the value of pi in our sums later in our sums. So just now you just try to remember the formulas. That is, the area equals to pi into r square. R is the radius of a circle, right? And the perimeter is the 2 into pi into r. So if the diameter is given, the basically radius is the half of the diameter, and if we have to find the diameter, we have to multiply the radius into 2, then we can easily get the diameter. So coming to our first sum, so the first sum is the length and the breadth of a rectangular piece of land are 500 meter and 300 meter respectively. Find its area and the cost of the land if 1 meter square of the land costs rupees 10,000. So it's a basic sum with which we are starting. So here length is given as 500 meter, breadth is given as 300 meter. So we need to find the area. So if the formula is area is length into breadth, so length is given, breadth is given, we just multiplied the 500 meter with the 300 meter, and what we get, 1,50,000, right? 1,50,000 meters square. Again, if we have to find out the cost of the land, what we need to do, because cost of the land here the cost of 1 meter square is given as 10,000. So if the cost of 1 meter square, simply interior method, if the cost of 1 meter square of land is rupees 10,000, then what will be the cost of 1,50,000 meter square? It should be multiplied by 10,000, right? So rupees 10,000 must be multiplied with 1,50,000, and here it is the result. So if we multiply the rupees 10,000 with the 1,50,000, we will get the total cost of the land, right? It's a basic sum. So I think it's a very easy sum, right? So let's head towards our next sum. So it is also a very easy sum. The area of a square park is same as of a rectangular park. If the side of the square park is 60 meter and the length of the rectangular park is 90 meter, find the breadth of the rectangular park. So what here is given? Here is given that there are two parks, one is square in shape and another is rectangular in shape. Okay, so basically what is the same, their area is same, and what is given in the sum, it is given that the side of the square park is given. Okay, so if the side is given, we can easily find out the area of the square park, right? So here the side of the square park is given as 60 meter, and the length of the rectangular park is given, breadth is not given. That is what we have to find out. So it's also is a very easy sum. So what we are doing, we know that the side of the square park is 60 meter, right? And the length of the rectangular park is 90 meter. It is written side by side. Don't get confused. That's why I'm telling you that the side of the square park is given as 60 meter and the length of the rectangular park is 90 meter. And what we know, that the area of the rectangular park is equals to the area of the square park, right? So if we form an equation, so basically the area of the rectangle must be equals to the area of the square. So what is the area of the square? That is side square. That means side is given as 60 meter. So side square means 60 into 60. So in the right side we can see that the area of the square we have written 60 meter into 60 meter, and in the left side what we have written the area of the rectangle, because we don't know the value of breadth. That's why we have written as the breadth as b, and the length is 90 meter. We have multiplied the length with the breadth. So if we form an equation and if we have to find out the value of b, then what happens? 90 meter goes to the another side in the denominator. So it's a basically a basic calculation, 60 into 60 divided by 90. So by this calculation we can get the value of breadth. Again a very basic and easy sum. This is a triangle. So triangle ABC is a right angle at A. AD is perpendicular to BC. If AB equals to 5 cm, BC equals to 13 cm and AC equals to 12 cm, find the area of triangle ABC. Also find the length of AD. So the first line is written here, the ABC is right angle at A. That means AB is the base and AC is the perpendicular, that is the height, right? So at point A means at point A, that is the 90-degree point. So it is a right angle triangle and the angle is forming at point A. That means the AC is the perpendicular and AB is the base. So from this information we can find out the area, that is the half into base into height, which is the formula of area of a triangle, right? So what is the area? That is a 30 centimeter square. So it's a very easy. And now try to understand the next part of the question. Also find the length of the AD. So now we have to find out the value of AD, right? So again we are writing the formula of area of the triangle, AD half into base into height. Here now the scene is changing, right? So the base is, the AD is becoming the base, AD is becoming the base. So what is then what is the perpendicular? Obviously BC is the perpendicular, right? If AD is the base, then perpendicular should be the BC. So half into base into height, that is the half into AD into BC. That is, we know that also we know the area of the triangle, that is 30 centimeter. So we have written 30 centimeter at the left. We are forming an equation again. So 30 centimeter is in the left, and half into AD is we don't know the value of the AD. We have to find out the value of AD. So half into AD into 13. Now the half again we are just calculating half, and 13 is just going to the left hand side, and now we are getting the value of AD as 4.6 centimeter. And coming to the sum of circle, find the circumference of the circle with the following radius. The circumference and the perimeter is basically same. They are basically same. The difference is that we use the term perimeter in case of square and rectangles, but we don't use this term in case of circle. We use this term circumference in case of circle. So in this sum, the radius is given as 14 centimeter, and we are using the formula of circumference, that is 2 into pi into r. The value of pi is 22/7, so 2 into 22/7 into 14, that is 88 centimeter, right? And in the similar way, we are finding the second sum and the third sum also. So we will be ending our first part of area and perimeter with a very standard sum. The sum is, a wire is in the shape of a rectangle. Its length is 40 cm and breadth is 22 cm. If the same wire is rebent in the shape of a square, what will be the measure of each side? Also find which shape encloses more area. So in this sum, what they are telling you that a wire is in the form of a rectangle shape, and the dimensions are given of the rectangle. But now what they are doing, they are giving a new structure to the wire, that is, they are bending the wire to a square shape structure, and now they are asking what will be the measure of each side, and also find the shape in which it encloses more area. So first what we are writing the dimensions, length as 40 centimeter and breadth as 22 centimeter. Now we are finding the perimeter. Why we are finding the perimeter? Earlier I told you that when the question comes to finding the outer portion, we need to always find the perimeter, not the area, right? So the length of the wire is 40 centimeter, breadth is 22 centimeter. From this we can get the perimeter as 2 into length plus breadth, that is 124 centimeter. Now we are coming to the second part of the question, that is, they are asking for the measure of each side. So we are getting the perimeter as 124 centimeter. Now the same thing, they are giving a new structure to square, so the perimeter will be the same. Perimeter will be the 124 centimeter, and according to the formula, we know that the perimeter of square is 4 into side. So we are forming an equation that 4 into side equals to 124 centimeter. From that we can find out the side. The side is 31 centimeter, right? So we have got the side of the per square, that is 31 centimeter. So now what they are asking, also find which shape encloses more area. So we have to find both the area of squares and rectangles. So we will find the area of rectangle. So length into breadth, again the formula 40 centimeter and 22 centimeter, that comes 880 centimeter square. And again we are finding the area of square shape, that is side square, and the side is, we know the side is 31 and the side square is 31 square equals to 961 centimeter square. And they are not asking the difference, they are asking just which one has the more area. So we are just easily can find out that which one has more area. The square one has the more area than the rectangular one. So 961 centimeter square is more than 880 centimeter square. So the square encloses more area. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe our channel, and stay tuned for the second part of area and perimeter, where we will be doing some standard sums. So for now, bye bye, see you soon.